What is going on, warriors and farmers of Tamaris? Welcome to the guide for the Thundelyn in the Call of Dragons. Today we're going to check out the talent trees, the WARPETS, the artifacts, pretty much everything that makes this hero excellent against your enemies. If you're new here, subscribe for more content, like the video, let's dive in. Alright, warriors of Tamaris, brand new season, brand new heroes. The game developers have finally delivered this time. They have given us a magic hero who can hit multiple targets. This one has 2 lightning balls. You should watch out. Watch your back, people. We're gonna go with the rage skill first, known as the Sky Fury. Summons lightning that follows the target legion for 6 seconds, dealing diffused magic damage every 2 seconds to the target legion and 2 nearby enemy legions. This is some good stuff. Lightning also inflicts numbness upon the target, reducing march speed by 40% and increasing damage taken by 15% for 2 seconds. Let that sink in, guys. Not only are you doing a massive amount of damage, you're also increasing the amount of damage that they take. I'm pretty sure this is going to help your other marches as well. I hope that is the case. If that's the case, then this hero is next level crazy. Moving on to skill number 2, Forbidden Healing. Each time their hero skill grants buffs or debuffs, the hero's legion has a 30% chance to gain healing. Healing factor 120 and vigor HP of 30%. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time per second. Okay, this is gonna make you tanky. A fantastic skill. Skill number 3, Prayer of Lucia. Magic legions led by this hero gain 30% magic attack and provide 20% shield and 20% healing. Another fantastic skill for this awesome hero. You will be doing a lot of stuff against your enemies. Skill number 4, aka the Thunderclap. This is one hell of a name. I like it. Each time summoned lightning deals damage to a target while in the field, it has a 30% chance to deal additional magic damage to the target or random enemy legions near the target. Damage factor 450. So this hero is just an excellent AoE hero. If you pair her with one of those heroes that have crit rates, I don't know how much damage this hero is gonna do on the field. We go on to the Awakening. There is not much going on here. The only change here is that the damage factor went up from 450 to 500. Now you can hit 3 targets with 500 diffused damage factor every 2 seconds. This is going to be ridiculous. With all of that out of the way, let us see what pairings you can use with this hero to take her to the next level. The first one on your list should be Thundelyn right here. She was built to work with this Thundelyn. So where are we gonna get the synergy from? Now this second skill says when dealing hero skill damage, Legion gains kin and shelter. So every time you do a skill damage with this rage skill, which is gonna happen for over 6 seconds, you will be triggering this skill to get 25% attack, 25% defense. And when you get this 25% attack and defense, you're also going to trigger this second skill right here, granting you more healing, which is fantastic. What else can we see from this hero right here? Skill number 3. Okay, this one just gives you 20% more hero skill damage dealt. And since this is a support hero, the devs have given it a support skill right here. Enemy attack resistance, 20%. So I think all of your other marches should be able to use this 20%. So this is some good stuff. What about the Awakening? The Awakening is going to give you a shield. Now when you go back to this hero can make you get 20% more shield factor. So that is some good stuff. And when this hero is healing herself, she is also increasing her healing by another 20%. So this is a good combination. I think the first pairing you should look at is Thundelyn. What about the other heroes? There are so many good heroes here in the game. Velen can be another option to use with the hero, because Velen has, what is it called? Hero skill damage dealt bonus of 15%. Velen has some debuffs over here. Velen also has the magic skill crit rate embedded in his skills. So that's going to be excellent. And more debuffs here as well for Velen. So he's going to work well with this hero. Now, in my opinion, I think this hero is going to shine with Lilia. Now Lilia is going to take this hero to the next level. Why? Lilia has 20% attack. She has the scorching effect, which is nuts. The combination of Lilia and that Thundelyn is going to be excellent. Lilia also has the skill talent tree, giving her more crit rates. So yeah, I think Lilia is going to be an excellent option for this hero. So who else can we use here? Let's see. We've checked out Verlin. You can also use Walder if you like. Walder is another great hero to use over there. He also has a shield here. Oh, this shield, yep, it's going to be amplified by 20%. He has hero skill damage increase, and he has access to the skill talent tree as well. Another good options for free-to-play players. What else do we have here? We have this hero, aka the Magrat. This is another hero that you can use as well. I have a feeling the developers are going to do something to this Magrat because of these new mage heroes. Because Magrat is going to take this hero to the next level as well. Magrat and Thundelyn is going to be a nice combination. Now you can just try and pair her up with a bunch of different mage heroes here. It'll take time before we find out the meta, the best pairing. So when we do figure that out, I'm going to make a video and upload it for you guys. In terms of artifact, the game developers have built a unique artifact for this hero. So let's scroll all the way to the bottom and find it. The artifact is right here. It is known as the Thunder Elegy. So this artifact is going to deal diffuse magic damage every second to up to 5 enemy legions in a designated circle and inflict silence. Cannot cast rage skill for 5 seconds. Legions affected by this skill cannot leave the circle. Silence can be triggered once every 10 seconds. So this is fantastic. The additional effect says whenever they inflict numbness upon an enemy legion, the wielder's legion gains resistance. Damage taken -5% for 3 seconds. So every time you inflict numbness, you're going to get tanky. This is some good stuff. It's going to be excellent when you fight those infantry with all of their counter attack. You will be able to neutralize most of it. So this would be the #1 artifact that you need for this Thundelyn hero. You should make sure you try and get this artifact. It is fantastic. The control effect here is amazing. Being able to trap the enemy for 5 seconds, that is going to help you do so much damage. They cannot run away from you. You can also use it as a way to get away from someone who is trying to destroy you. You just save the artifact. When you're running away and people are chasing you, you hit them with it and you live to fight another day. Now, if you don't know this, if you don't have this artifact, you can try this one, Breath of Yargentis. There are so many mage artifacts in the game that you can use. So it's going to be up to you and which ones you have. The Phoenix Eye is also available if you want to use it. I think if you're going to use Lilia with this pairing, then you need to go with the Lilia artifact, aka the Infernal Flame. This thing is something else. So yeah, I think that's it for the artifact. There are plenty of mage artifacts. Pick the one that's best for you. Also, if you're using Lilia with this hero, you can still use the Thunder Elegy. Depends on what you're going to be looking for. One of the two is going to be excellent, granting you a lot of merits and a lot of kill points. Up next, we're going to have a look at the talent tree for the Thunderlyn in the Call of Dragons. In my opinion, I do believe that the control talent tree is the best way to go. Don't waste your time in the magic talent tree when it comes to Thunderlyn, especially if you're going to use her as the primary. There are so many skills here that are going to help you out. So you grab this, grab that, grab that. Get over here, you have the Backstabber. We're going to talk about this in a little bit. You have the March Speed. You get attack. You get this one right here. You take the Soul Siphon. I think you should stay away from Cyclone Seal because this hero has a lot of speed debuffs. So you're going to be wasting your point here for nothing. This is going to be very good when other people are attacking you. And then over here, you go with Blindside, March Speed reduction, -30%. This is what helps you when you are kiting your enemies. They will never get away from you. Another tempting skill is the Intimidation, but I think this is the best for kiting enemies. And then over here, you're going to put 4 points in Ambush. I don't think you should go all the way up to the 5%. The 1 point left, you should try and put it in tremble. You only get it because you need to have the chance to trigger this skill, which is going to help you trigger the second skill for Thundelyn, I believe. We need to confirm that. And then here you're going to get the Sage. Sage again is going to be excellent. Take this all the way to the 5%. And then at the end, you're going to grab Reticent. Now we're going to do some testing with the WARPETS and you're going to see how different things are going to work. So some of this stuff will be triggering the second skill for Thundelyn. This one right here. Each time the hero skill grants buffs or debuffs, the hero's legion has a 30% chance to gain healing and vigor. So this is the talent tree that I would use. And then towards the left hand side, you grab this, grab that, grab this, and then take this orb of protection. This hero can also grant you 20% more shield, and that's going to be good for you. Now I said there is a skill here known as Backstabber. Backstabber can be triggered by, what is it called? Interruption on your WARPET. We're going to check that next. Now some of you might be too stubborn and want to use the magic talent tree. Well, if that's you, this is what I think you should try and do. Now from here you have two options that you can pick. You can either go Orb of Protection, get 200, and it's going to be amplified by another 20% from the hero skills, or you can go after infantry. That is up to you. And then here maybe, you know, increase your shield granted. I think that would be a good way to go. Or you can try this one, get 2.5% more attack bonus. When you get over here, you go with Insult to Injury. This Insult to Injury is going to work with this hero because she has continuous hero skill damage factor that happens for 6 seconds. So this is going to be some good stuff. At the end, you're going to go with the Iconoclasm. When your legion is composed entirely of magic units, you deal 2% more hero skill damage for 10 seconds every time you gain a buff effect up to 10%. So this is going to be good. You don't want to miss out on this one. So this would be the magic talent tree if you want to go in this direction. Now me personally, I think the control talent tree is the best way to go for this hero. We're now in the end game. Let us have a look at the WARPETS that you can use with this hero. The one that comes to mind is the Seraphic Phaedric right here. You're going to get a lot of buffs and debuffs to give you more stacks to do more damage. Now, when you're building your Seraphic Phaedric, there is one skill here that you need, aka Interruption. This skill is excellent for this hero. Now, I'm going to go to my pet sanctuary and show you that in a little bit. So this skill is going to trigger so many stuff on your Thundelyn. So let us go over here and see what's happening. Now, I've been preparing for the last few weeks. As you can see, I can take my Interruption to 3 stars. So what will Interruption do for you? Let's find a 3-star Interruption. So I will be using it on this pet, taking it to 3 stars. We're going to go scales all the way up to the end. Finding the Interruption 3-star version, okay, right here. As you can see here, I'm going to get minus 9.3%, what is it called? Pet deficiency. This skill is going to be insane. How is it going to work? Well, there are so many pet skills in the game that require a trigger chance. So let's go to 1 or 2-star version. I think right now we're going to use 1-star version. As you know, a lot of people here are free to play. You can see here, Elemental Harmony has a trigger chance. So I think Interruption should take out 9% out. Follow Up has a trigger chance, 9% out. What else? This one has a trigger chance, 9% removed by Interruption by just having it on your pet. There are so many skills here like the Blood Roar. This one is 16%, but my Interruption should be able to remove 9% out when it is active. You have a Fierce Attack, 40% chance. With my Interruption, this is going to go down to 31% chance. So this is some good stuff, man. A lot of people have 2-star skills. They're not too extreme. So my Interruption should be able to do some crazy stuff to them. You also have pets here that require, you know, a trigger chance. Like, take a look at this Venomous Lizard. It has a 12% chance. My Interruption is going to knock out 9% and give it only 3% chance to trigger. So this is going to be awesome. So not only does the interruption interfere with the enemy trigger chance, it's also going to help this pet trigger a lot of stuff from my hero skills. So if we go back here, we got our hero skill. This one is going to be triggered by interruption. Allow me to show you from one of the war reports that I did earlier today. So let me go to my reports. It should be this one right here. Yep. So this is the one. This is the war report. You're going to see the interruption in effect. So we're scrolling down on turn number 4. So on the 4th second, interruption showed up right here. And then it triggered forbidden healing. This is fantastic. And I got, you know, some stacks as well. That's going to help. So we're going to keep pushing. So the first one triggered on second number 4. Let's see. The next one. It's active for 4 seconds. Then it disappears. Then you trigger it again. And look here again. Turn number 9. We trigger interruption again. Bam. There goes forbidden healing. We get more stacks for this pet. So we keep scrolling. Interruption. Active for 4 seconds. Screwing up all the enemy trigger chances. That is great stuff. Let us see. When do we trigger it again? Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Okay. 1 second remaining. 0 seconds remaining. Let's see what's next. Do we trigger it right away? Let's see. Keep it going. Keep going. Keep going. Here we go again, guys. Another interruption and another forbidden healing. So you're going to need interruption on this pet. I think it's going to be excellent. So that's it, guys. That's it for this brand new hero. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Who are you going to pair her with? Me personally, I'm going to be using her with this hero because they are meant to work together. Another option I'll try is going to be Magrat. Now, I have a feeling the game developers are going to do something to this hero for real because she's going to work well with Thundelyn. Anyways, we're going to find out. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe for more content. Until then, talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.